step up, or other things of that nature. So it gets crazy.
Definitely, man. I'm just getting everything set up here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now, though, on IG. Word up. Yeah. What's good, everybody? Yeah, we going live on YouTube in a minute, you know what I mean? So, but I'm just on IG real quick to let y'all know that we going live with my man Jamal Hall in a minute, you know what I mean? But shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now. Shout out to Only Built for Dope Shit. Shout out to Yamina Crosling. Word. Much love to y'all, but I want y'all to go. I'm gonna type it in the comments here too. New Tech presents the Oddkast podcast. That's our YouTube channel. Go check that out. You know what I mean? With the brother, the director. Peace to T Nitty. I see him in the building on the YouTube live. Salute to you, my brother. You know what I mean?
Hey, Todd, what's good?
Word. So yeah, just mute your mic real quick, bro, so I could just do a little something. Okay, word. But what's good, everybody? I want to welcome y'all to the Oddkast podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Gary Gnu. And tonight, like all nights, we got a special guest with us. You know what I mean? We got my man, Jamal Hall, with us tonight. You know what I mean? Black film director. You know what I mean? Half of the Halls Mills Network. You know what I mean? So we gonna get into it, man. We gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? Talk about his things that he got going on. You know what I mean? Filmmaking projects and show some trailers and things like that, y'all. You know what I mean? But what's good though, man? I hope everybody is having a good week, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my followers and my new subscribers. Thank you. People that's been tuning in, people that's been tapping in. You know what I mean? Word. Shout out to IG. You know what I mean? I got something special for y'all tonight too, man. You know what I mean? A little surprise for y'all. Some, you know what I mean? I got some little sound effects going on. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna see in a minute. But yeah, shout out to T Nitty, like I said. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Oddkast podcast, my man Jamal Hall. Yeah. Brother man, what's good, man?
Good, man. Just glad to be here, man. Appreciate, the Oddkast podcast for allowing me to even be here.
Definitely, man. Well, I appreciate you, man, taking the time out, man. You know, my buddy Tyler, you know what I mean? Our mutual homeboy, you know what I mean, spoke highly of you. And I got a chance to check out, some of your work and some of the things you had going on. And me and you also had a chance to kick it, you know what I mean, real quick. So, you know what I mean, this was a night I just wanted to, you know what I mean, as I always do, give brothers they flowers, man, you know what I mean, and salute them for positive things that they doing, man, you know what I mean? Trailblazers out there in the community, man. But Jamal, man, let the people know, man, first and foremost, man, where you from, brother?
First I want to say Jersey, all
Okay.
over. But you know what I'm saying, from Irvington, and then I would say later on in Maplewood and Patterson is where I grew as an artist. So that's why I just say Jersey, man, because everywhere. Newark later on, so pretty much everywhere, every place helped me build to where I'm at right now.
Right. That's what's up, man. Yeah, so you sound like you moved around a lot, man. You come from a big family?
It's a big family, but spread out.
Okay.
My mother's actually from California.
Oh, okay.
And she drove cross country to go to Hampton University, and she got hired on the spot to teach in Newark Public Schools.
Okay,
So
so mom's is a teacher. My mom's a teacher too, man. Not to cut you off.
that's what's up. That's what's
So
up.
yeah, see me and you know what I mean?
Yes, a lot.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and then my father, down south, and then East Orange,
Okay.
and they met, and here I am.
All right.
Lovely 70s. 70s made a lot of things happen.
Oh yeah, definitely from the music, man. What kind of music was y'all playing in the crib, man?
My pops. That's why I got my musical. My love for music. My pops used to sit me down. And the whole Jimi Hendrix album, played it from beginning to end on a record.
Okay.
And I just remember certain tracks. And he always had a lot of records. So, from in a wide range of it. So it wasn't just like one genre. It was different genres of music, and that's how I fell in love with music.
Okay. So you said it. You were an artist, man. What kind of what kind of talent did you develop as at a young age?
I went to Chancellor Avenue in Irvington, so I used to draw a lot on my notepad.
Okay.
Real young, like third, second grade, little stop signs, street signs, and then on top of that, I actually drew more, started painting, and I got a little help. I had a couple of mentors to help me out. So I was a fine artist in the beginning, but then once I got into the graphic design and the computers, I just off from there. And that was my strength because I was okay with the drawing, but when I got to college, I realized some people are way better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I always had a love for colors and everything like that, and I grew real fast in using Photoshop, Illustrator, and Adobe suites in college at William Patterson. So I just took off from there, and I, started doing flyers for parties and make a little change on the side, while I'm in school. So it was cool.
That's what's up, man. So talk about the hip hop, man. What was like the soundtrack back then, man? What kind of hip hop were you listening to during this time, man?
Definitely. Well, when I was young, I wasn't. I used to sneak in the bed and listen to a little bit of Rick James. I understand what he was talking about, singing about, but it was dope.
Yeah, but he had that good music though.
Yeah, no doubt.
He was a wild dude.
And then, as I got older, elementary school, definitely the Biz Markies and Rakims, and but with the 90s, nonstop Wu-Tang. Nonstop Wu-Tang, Public Enemy. And I really was more into the production side and listening to the music. I mean, the rapping, of course, because you always got those dope verses, people drop, but I was like, the beat always caught me. So I had, listened to a lot of stuff, man, but definitely, you can't tell me nothing about Wu-Tang.
Yeah, who do you have a favorite out the Wu, or you like them all?
No,
I rock with.
I rock with. I would go with the Jizza first. He was one of the most consistent on the track.
Good choice.
Not flashy, but he had a lot of things really had to break down.
Genius, man, smart dude. Genius, He's one of the smartest rappers ever. Probably the smartest rapper ever.
Right. Ghostface, definitely, man. Ghostface, his bravado, the way he was just rapping and took over the beat. I mean,
did you see the battle?
Oh, that was so fire, man. That was a classic. You have to watch it. You know what I mean? Really, if you missed it, you have to watch it because it was
definitely, man.
And the showmanship between them,
Yeah, the love and all of that, man.
Crazy, man. The Capadonna walking up in there.
I like how they brought out the other clan members. Master Killer.
The
RZA popped out.
Right. So yeah, man, Wu-Tang. I mean, and then partying. So you want to hear Diddy? Definitely Biggie was big.
Right.
I'm a big Nas fan. Also.
Okay. Yeah. Nas is up there too, man. So when did you start getting into all like working with cameras and stuff like that? Was that at Willie P as well? Shout out to Willie P too, man. I graduated from Willie P.
That's right, P, baby. I started off. Actually, I ain't even touch a camera when in Patterson. Or trying to freestyle rap. That wasn't my thing either.
Word.
And then so I got more on the production side. I learned a lot of things there. And then my boy Bill really showed me how to really produce. My best friend. From there, I was making beats, making music. Actually, make some good money, sold some tracks to some artists, but making music was always slow. You can't, if you don't have that right plug or have the right
Yeah.
person to listen to your music, we produce albums that just sit on the shelf. So we had to find another way to make some money. So we got a XL1S camera, Canon.
Yep. The XL1.
Yep. And we shot some.
Man,
We
that was
shot.
that was the top. That was the top
Yeah,
notch back then, yo.
yeah. We had a couple of those. Um, our artist in Elizabeth. That was the first video shot with him, and then from there, just took off. And I really just self-taught, and I really fell in love with telling stories. So I did a short called Striving. And then from there, I just started making more and more movies and really got in tune with movie making, filmmaking. So I
Uh-huh.
stopped doing the music because I know that in order to master something, anything, you have to do it 365 days straight for a whole year,
Yes.
nothing else.
Yes.
And so that's what I did with the film and the camera work. Learn the cameras, learn the actual, not just take the camera and shoot, but what makes it actual cinematic film, whether it's a short or full feature. So I did that for a year straight and haven't looked back since.
I feel that, man. So, how does it? How do you go from like? Because you said that you film some shorts, and that's not like an easy thing to accomplish, man. So, how do you? How does a project go from thought, idea to actually being, on the screen?
Right. For me, I'm inspired by a lot of different things. So like, for me, like I can't just sit down and schedule when to write a movie or a script or a film. So I get into the mode and put on some good music. Sometimes it might be Marvin Gaye. Sometimes it might be Jay Electronica. Whatever the mode I'm feeling, and I just start writing. Sometimes I could drive in the car, think of a scene, pull over and put it in my phone real quick, or wake up out of a dream and just envision the whole movie while I was asleep and try to get as much as I can down
Uh-huh.
on paper. And then from there, make a treatment, and turn it to a script, screenplay, and then work on the tone. How do I want the tone? What do I want the film to look like? And so I try to be different. Like I have one called Devil Angel, where it's mostly like surreal. It's out there. It's not like a linear storyline going to it. But
Right.
then I have something else called Black Rose, where it's two stories going on at the same time. I have nothing to do with each other, but it's just two stories being told. And I like to use a lot of contrast and colors and be different. You can watch a movie. I did a short film called Inner Reflection, where it starts off regular, and all of a sudden the character takes some drug and it takes you to another whole
Mhm.
lane. But then at the end, it comes back together with revelations of improving themselves and wanting to put down the drugs. So I just try to be different in telling stories because, like Jay Z says, everybody's on the block, everybody's selling, but it's how you tell the story that makes it different. And so
Right.
I tell the stories in a different light.
That's what's up, man. So, this isn't something that you can just jump up and do by yourself. So, talk about how do you put a production team together to shoot these projects? Because you know what I
Right.
mean.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way because my first full feature, I have it on my arm, Umi, so we can see it. Umi.
Okay.
I got a Canon T31, went to work, T2i actually, and a 50 millimeter lens. And you can't be a sound man, a cameraman, a director. Somewhere you're gonna lose your quality because if you're holding the camera, you're worried about the camera angle. You're not even thinking like what the actors are saying, if they're missing their lines, or you want them to do it again and show more emotion. So I learned that you have to build a team. And fortunately, I had a lot learning experience. Alonzo Horan, he's executive producer for a lot of different films that we've done together.
Uh-huh.
And Living with No Regrets was my second movie I did full feature, where I learned a lot about working with a team. And from there, we just built. I had another guy with me, JP Prescott. He helped a lot, and we built from there. But long story short, I learned even as a business that you have to bring in people that I had to realize what I was weak in
Uh-huh.
at the end, and that's not about ego. So you bring in people to help you strengthen in those areas. So we formed Hall Mills Network. I have a partner, Dr. Jamal Mills. He was his own school, and he was always a business minded. I'm the opposite. I'm an artist. I'm not really like business minded like that. And so
Uh-huh.
me and him partner up Hall Mills, and then our third partner, which is Big Grim Whitaker, Clint Whitaker, more promotion on top of paperwork, negotiating. He just does it all. So all three of us came together, and that's how we made Hall Mills Network. So it was really three partners, and we came together like that. And so from there, we built the production team. We have a solid crew we've been pretty much working with for lighting, for gaffing, for sound, and we've been using the same workers. You know, some fell off, some didn't, some, you know, it's like I was telling you earlier, then I built for it. Like we were on set one time, I think we were shooting the Fearless one on set. Man, first day, all year long. Hall, I want to do sound, do sound. All right. First day working with Gravy, that the actor that played Biggie.
Okay.
Him, and we started off in the park, Weekway Park, early in the morning. By the time we was done, it was about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. All right, sound, you ready? My man over there like this.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep holding the mic, huh?
All right, so the sound man sleep, that's not good, man. Of course, you don't find out until you go into the edits. Like that was one of the worst days in terms of audio we had because the sound man wasn't ready. So
yeah,
I learned you just can't go for when somebody's saying they want to do it. You got to kind of vet them out, check out their resume, and they got to want to do it as a passion. You just can't do it just so you could be working on a project. You got to have a passion to really want to shoot and work and do a film. The film is not easy. You know what I'm saying? Music videos, we've done tons of music videos. Boom, 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 you're done. Film is work, man. It's work.
No doubt, man. So, well, now that you start talking about your work and stuff, man, you mind if we show them one of your trailers?
Go ahead, man. Got nothing against that.
All right, so I want to show Lit the movie.
Right here, Lit, baby. Let's get it, man.
Okay. So but before I show that, I saw a little clip. It was like a huge premiere. Like this was huge, man. Talk about the movie and how you put that together, bro.
It was an amazing night because Lit was like 5 years in the process. So when we finally done and shot, edited, colored, everything, the premiere, we did it because, you know, it's based on dancers and teens or young adults from North New Jersey. So that's where we premiered it at Cityplex in North New Jersey. And man, it was big. It was big. It was amazing. So, you know, my partner, Big Grim, brought the people out, man. We had a whole entire movie theater.
Right.
So we had every single theater, 12 theaters twice that night, packed. Okay. So it was a dope night, and we just, you know, felt good to see the work up there, and the hard work paid off. So a dope crew on Shamari, Rashad, screenplay writers, you know, producers, all the dancers, the producers, the music, everything. It was an amazing process, man. Amazing process.
No doubt. So can you see my screen right now?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna play the trailer for Lit the Movie by my man, director Jamal Hall. Here we go.
So if you brick city like I'm brick city, yes, lit. It was overall a really great movie. I think it's a really good fun. The movie of the year. It was very well put together. Everything definitely so.
Why you think y'all got respect? I'm the reason why nobody mess with y'all.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was the trailer for the movie Lit. So when did this premiere?
September. We had a big premiere. We actually had two premieres. We did the first one in September, and maybe I believe a couple of weeks. Oh no, October. we did the second one. We had Fetty Wap came out. As you can see, Mark John Jeffries, he was a big plus for the movie, man. He killed it. You saw he got actor, the different film festivals. So he got the Best Actor award. And shout out to his acting class, all the actors. You know, because we did a casting call, and I said, you know what? I've been to Mark John Jeffries acting class a lot. Let's go over there and really like do a casting call at his class. And a lot of the you know, students there just killed it. So that's what we did. You know, kept it with the family, and everybody did an excellent job, from the music to the dancers. Link Up Tuesdays, they came through, and Tyrese Steps, you know, he did his thing from Patterson. So we just all came together and made it happen, you know.
I see, man. It looks amazing, man. I think that's wonderful, man. Like this, that's really dope. I wish I was there, man. You know what I mean?
No doubt. You can watch it on Tubi for free.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about, man. So talk about Hall's Mills Network, because like I said, when you said when you first said the name to me, it sounded familiar. But then when I saw the logo, I was like, wow, I've definitely seen that logo on TV somewhere, man. So talk about that and how that's connected with Roku and Tubi and all of that.
Right. So Hall Mills Network is a full video production company, and we've done promos, commercials, Troy Ave, interviews with Ice-T, to commercials for the city of Newark, Savion Glover. We did a lot of in the educational system. We did a lot of live events, and of course movies, music videos. So we do a lot, and we was able to secure, you know, a channel on Roku. So you go to Hall Mills Network channel. We promote independent films. And there's a lot of films on there. Saladin from Newark, Tony James. I mean, there's so many things on the Roku channel you can watch. Comedy shows, Oliver, and so you gotta go to Roku TV. Have a device or a TV. Go to search, type in Hall Mills Network. It'll pop up. Download it. Check out some shows. You know, enjoy yourself. And also
not to cut you off, but if I have Amazon Prime, so would I be able to? I'm sorry, Fire Stick. So would I be able to get the same thing on the Fire Stick?
Well, Roku is based off the Roku devices, so Roku is an entity by itself.
Okay.
But you could watch Lit on Amazon Prime and on the Fire Stick. But
okay.
And Tubi is free. Also, Tubi TV. It just got bought out by Fox, and they have over 25 million subscribers. And Tubi is big because it's free. So you just go to Tubi, type in Lit, it'll pop right up. You can watch it on Amazon Prime, Lit. And we also have, working with Alonzo Horan, a few more projects on Tubi. We have Living with No Regrets, King of North 2, the series, The Fearless 1, The Fearless 2. And we're dropping 2 more movies this year. So Tubi is almost like a partner. We have a distribution deal. And, you know, so Hall Mills we're doing great, man. My my partner, thanks, man. My partner Grim.
Hey, man, I got to give it up to y'all, man. That's y'all.
Appreciate it.
That's huge, man. You know what I mean? As a black man, you know what I mean? That's what when they say black excellence, that as you're talking, that's what that sound like to me, brother. But go ahead.
And my partner Grim always said, man, it takes a company 3 years to get out the red. And so we just ended our 3rd year, and we're definitely, I would say, out the red. Still got a long ways to go, but we are definitely far ahead from when we first started. And, you know, and it's a learning process, especially as a Black-owned company, starting from just 3 men working, you know, educators. We're all educators, all 3 of us. You know, I've been in the education field for 21 years. Dr. Jamal Mills owns his own school district, you know. College Achieve, Patterson, 2 campuses. Grim Whitaker, he does so much with the young directors at the school programs, and his own business too with demolition. So we all business-minded individuals, and you know, and you know, it's never easy. You got good days, you got bad days, but most of the time it's good. You know.
All right, that's what's up, man. So I want to show another one of your trailers. If we can here. Oh, I'm sorry. Before we do that, without telling what the movie is about. Can you tell us a little bit about what Lit is about, though?
Yes. So Lit is a movie based off of young teens or young adults, you know, struggling through everyday struggles they have with drugs, violence, you know, and the outlet is dancing, you know.
Okay.
Like I said, I have 2 daughters, so club dancing, Jersey club music is strong ever since back in the day, from house music to percolator to now.
Yeah.
It's much different now, but it's and we took that, and you know, I saw like how the kids were in the classrooms always dancing, and they actually had dance groups, and sometimes they keep together and stay positive. Some turn into something else, like more into the streets. So basically, Lit is just telling that narrative of dance is the way out and their way to express themselves. And basically, we shot, like I said, we shot it mostly in Newark, and we have a lot of artwork from Newark, the structures, the buildings, locations. You know, a lot of producers. The music is from Newark based or Jersey based. So you know, we definitely try to keep it with a strong message, and this message is definitely in the movie.
No doubt. So I think I want to show Father's Pride.
Yes. Oh yeah. So before you do that one, we just Lonzo Moran just dropped Second Chance. So go out and check that out. Second Chance, the movie. Father's Pride is next, and I'm trying to drop that around Father's Day as a premiere. So I'll invite you out to that one. How about that? Father's Pride.
Yeah, definitely Father's Day. Definitely, man. So you don't have a trailer for that one? For the not Father's Pride, for the other one that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Second Chance.
Yeah, we got one.
Okay. I didn't see it on the
I sent you only 3 videos. I could send it to you.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, I'll show that one.
But definitely Father's Pride. You definitely check that out.
All right. Here we go, y'all.
How you feeling day one?
Can we see that, ladies and gentlemen? Can we see that?
You know, back on set again for a new project, The Father's Pride. You know, just want to make sure we get through. We got something different. You know, we're doing this church gospel urban flick, so taking it to another level.
Your assignment is not completed. We still have work to do. We shall not be defeated. Let's go to war. Yes. See, I was something that I had to be. But that spirit mind, praise God. Thank God for deliverance. Yeah. Come on. See, I was something that I had to be. But that spirit mind, praise God. Gotta stay away from trouble. Whatever causes you to stumble. See, everybody got a struggle. Matter of fact, I got a couple. But God is able to deliver. I'm a fighter, not a quitter.
You know, back on set again.
Yeah, man.
Project, The Father's Pride. You know, just want to make sure
Father's Pride, y'all.
No doubt.
We back.
That's gonna be a good one, man. Because basically, you know, as a preacher, he came out from living the wrong life, turned his life around, got a little older, has 2 sons, and the 2 sons are just trying to do the right thing. One kind of wants to stay in the street, so you know, we just see the journey of what they got to go through and the trials and tribulations. So it's definitely gonna be a dope movie. It's a good movie. Like I said, around Father's Day, we're gonna premiere. Come on out, you know. So,
okay. Bro, did I see produced by Master P in the credits there?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm like, okay, I ain't trying to let you slide by that. Like that ain't nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like you wasn't gonna mention that, or is he a silent partner or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's that. It just happened. So yeah, Alonzo Haran, making moves. You know, he's going to LA like every other weekend, ATL, and
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's black people doing things, man. That's black people working together, man. Like I said, as you speak and you talk about the behind the scenes and everything going on, it just sounds like you just have a community and a large following of people behind you, man. And that's what's up, man. You know, not to cut you off though, brother.
No, yep. And also too, we do documentaries. So we have a big one coming up.
Okay.
Big City Lions, Pop Warner national champs, North football Pop Warner team.
Okay, the kids.
National champs. Yeah. So
okay.
I have a big premiere in May for that. So look out for that. And I'll invite you to that one too. That's gonna be big.
Oh man, definitely, man. It would be a pleasure, man.
Only at Jay's docu-series. You know, that's a big car wash in Patterson with cars, celebrities, black family once again, you know, coming from 3 generations of men running a business, fish truck, and you know, so we got a lot of things coming, man. We got definitely a movie in the works we're writing right now. So shout out to Shamari and Rashad, you know, we writing. So we ready, man. Just we're going full steam ahead. I'm gonna be out in LA in a couple of weeks, so I'm just trying to, you know, make it happen.
That's what's up, man. So, bro, talk about some of the film directors that you looked up to coming up.
Of course, I mean, I know everybody's gonna say Spike Lee, but Spike Lee, I like the way more or less he told a story and he created his own style. So
yeah, Spike Lee had that. He was famous for that moving that shot, man. I always love that, man. That still moving, whatever is what is that? What is it called, man?
That's a Spike Lee shot. That's all I can say.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not no textbook. No textbook.
Yeah. No doubt.
And Antoine Fuqua, definitely.
Yeah.
Man. When especially
Training Day.
Yeah. Yep. And Brooklyn's Finest, like I like telling stories like Brooklyn Finest or like Crash, where there's different stories going on, different storylines, but it all comes together. So Lit is kind of like that, where characters have their own arc. And you know, in writing, a character's arc is their own storyline. So
yeah, definitely.
Characters have their own arc. At the end, you bring it all together, rather than just have
that's that technical shit. That's that you got to go to school to learn shit like that, man. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't catch that.
Yeah, so it's like everybody's telling the story linear. It'll work in some ways. You want to make like a simpler movie, but I like to have little complex stories, you know. And also too, man, I'm a big fan of superhero movies, comic books. All that
Marvel
stuff.
or DC or it don't matter.
Oh man, it don't matter. I'm a big Batman fan, but I mean all of it, man. Just now that streaming is so big, we get more content. So now every 2 years for a movie, we got series of, you know, superheroes. So I'm just going crazy with that stuff, man. So yeah, man. But overall, I like Robert Rodriguez. You know,
yeah, I rock with him.
Yeah, I love that movie, Sin City, man. Just the colors, the contrast.
Sin City, yeah.
Yeah,
he was even doing like Shark Boy and Lava Girl movies, you know what I mean?
Right.
And oh my God, he has that network, El Rey or something, right?
Yes, yeah. Yep.
So, I definitely know about Robert Rodriguez.
Yep.
What about Robert Townsend?
Oh, of course, man. Classic, man. That dude is talented, man. Talented.
Yeah.
From Hollywood, everything. You know.
Yeah. What would you say is like what's like your favorite movie coming up? Like a black film coming up?
I would say Fresh.
Fresh, okay.
Yep. And that
Sam Jackson.
Yeah, and that one because, you know, it tells an urban story, but the soundtrack is jazz, so like fight scenes and shootouts, but you got the jazz music playing. And a scene with the little Spanish kids talking, and they're showing like the comic book of Punisher, like pow pow. And they show the comic book of the pow pow with the shooting with Punisher from the comic book. So, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't really remember Fresh like that. Only thing I really remember about Fresh was the Genius had the song "I Got Your Back" was in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the girl got shot in the schoolyard, and it's a dope movie, man, all around, man. And the biggest thing is the main character isn't just your regular urban kid. He uses his brain to outthink the drug dealers and all the negativity that's going on in the hood. So, yeah, Fresh is definitely, that came out in '93, so that's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, one of my all-time favorites that I even watched recently, man. Hollywood Shuffle, bro.
Oh man,
Man,
it still relates to right now.
I know. That's why I always go back to that movie, man. Every few
Right,
years or so,
right.
I gotta pop that in, and I'm like, damn, man, this movie is still relevant to today, man.
Like you ever seen on it's like an Audi's commercial, and it's two black girls telling the story, or two black women telling the story.
Uh-huh.
But they got the stereotype of black females, and I felt some kind of way about it. Like it's like Audi, y'all, yeah, and Tantanisha. One character's name was Tantanisha.
Oh yeah, you know how they do, man.
So that reminds you of Hollywood Shuffle, how they still like
Yeah,
stereotypes are still there, you know?
no doubt. Are those some of the things that you face when you're trying to make films, or do you control your films, or you know what I mean, or do you have people telling you like, oh well, you gotta put this person in there, you know what I mean? Is it like that, politics and stuff like that? Or?
Well, it gets kind of tricky. Like if it's my own personal film, what I do is I'll have the treatment. I send it off to the screenplay writers, and then they'll write it, and to turn to the script, and we go back and forth.
Mhm.
And sometimes as a director, you can kind of mess up your own movie because you're stuck to one thing and not having an open mind. So I try to keep an open mind. And I learned that from my first movie. So I try to keep an open mind, but you can't ask everybody's opinion. You got certain people that you trust will tell you opinion, because some people want to give you an opinion just to have one,
Mhm.
So at Home Mills, we have a good structure. But once the script is done, we kind of go back and forth on certain things, and we all come to a compromise, understanding. Or sometimes I just like, nah, we can't change it because I vision it, a certain way. But most of the times, especially my partner Grim, like, I think it should be like this scene, follow this scene. Of course, I'll be like, nah. I'll sleep on it, wake up. I'm like, you know what, bro? Yeah, you're right, man. And it worked for Lit big time. It changed the whole flow of the movie. So now when I get hired to direct another movie, I give my opinion, I tell them what I think, and they take it from there, And sometimes afterwards, they're like, yeah, you know what? We should do it that way. But, everybody learns in their own way. So it can get crazy. But I just know going forward, because now we're trying to go to bigger budgets, we're going to run into that problem where now the people that's funding the money or the companies want certain things, certain ways. And we ain't crossed that bridge yet, but I just prepare myself, and it happens now, even with the big budget movies, the studio will be like, nope, we don't like it that way. Change the ending. It's too sad. Make it happy. That's why I Am Legend got two endings. One ending, Will Smith dies, sacrificed himself. That was original. The studio was like, nah, that can't happen. So now they have him survive and escape in a little hole in the wall. And it kind of took away.
Know that.
No, I mean, yeah, all the time, man. Yeah. And the biggest one is the Justice League right now with Zack Snyder. That's another dope director too. And his daughter had passed, so he kind of stopped mid-movie. Mm-hmm. So they got another director. He changed the whole flow of the movie. So now
I heard about that.
Yeah, so Justice League now, they just dropped it, whole different movie. Everybody likes it. It's dope. So, you gotta deal with that compromise. And, when the people have the big bag and they're giving you the big bag,
yeah,
you're gonna have to fall back sometimes, and make things, So, but like one thing we're trying to do now is use the N-word less. Like Lit, it slipped up a few times, but we kind of made a scene to kind of help direct that. But from here on out, we're trying to stop using the N-word so much in our own movies because we don't have to. You know what I'm saying? All we gotta do is be smarter writers and write the sentence structure of the dialogue a different way.
So you ever come into a situation when they're like, hey, you guys ain't using that N-word enough in there?
Not yet, but it might happen. It might happen. It might happen, man. It might happen.
I'm just messing with you, man. I like to talk about equipment too, man.
Let's go, man. I love that.
You have that that red camera, man. Now I've worked with some cameras in my day, man. But the photo that we have of you holding that camera, talk about that piece, man, and what do you use it? What do you film that with? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a long process to get there, and just investing in yourself. I tell people that don't go broke trying to buy the most expensive thing. Buy what works for you and what fits for your pocket. Right. Take money and get another camera and progress to the bigger one. So finally got to the red camera, the red Scarlet, and love it, man, because the red, you can just do so many things with it. So, like, for example, you can shoot a scene, right? You got your ISO, your settings are all set one way, color temperature. And most cameras, you shoot that, you're stuck with it forever. But with a red camera, you can shoot that way, go to Final Cut, and click on red settings. You can change the ISO after the fact. You can change the color temperature after the fact.
Well, so Final Cut Pro reads the red camera?
Red, yep, Final Cut, Resolve, I mean, all those programs. And the colorists love it because now they can make the changes to how it should have been. Because sometimes, you shoot different ways, different camera operators don't really pay attention to what they do. We had one camera operator in a couple movies we did. He told me, I looked on the screen, I said, it's kind of yellow. He's like, nah, the editor can fix that. I'm like, well, why not fix it now?
Right.
So make more work for the editor.
Do all that, right?
So, but people, let's just learn how to work with different people. But to answer your question, the red cameras is amazing, So for Hall Mills, we do most of our full features with the red camera. Now with lit, I wanted to give a different look because we use the red camera a lot with Alonzo Horan. So I wanted to give a different look for lit. And we used the Canon C300.
Okay.
But the lens that we use is an anamorphic lens from Russia. It's a 50 millimeter lens.
Wow.
And give it its own, it gives you that cinematic, this deep saturated feel.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't use it for the dance scenes, and we used the red for the dance scenes. And like a real camera person might, could tell, but for everybody else, kind of just, rock with it, the colorist. But the C300 is nice to use. And like for our podcast and things of that nature, we use the Canon C100s.
Okay.
And
go ahead, I'm sorry.
But my favorite camera people sleep on is the Osmo X4 RAW, X5 RAW. I don't even think they make it anymore, but that's where any moving shots you see where it's moving and things of that nature, that's the Osmo X5 RAW. Okay. And that shoots 4K. But the next camera we're working on now is getting that red Komodo. So it's like the Scarlet and everything. It's 6K, but it's smaller, Wi-Fi. So the camera operator, right? I could have the camera right here, shoot right here. On your phone, you could tap in and you can do the follow focus. You can set the color. So you could be at home and do the follow focus. Wow. So now you're not trying to do everything on the screen. Different people do different things. You could have your color set where we actually just had a class with actual company, with the red company. We did a private Zoom, and they showed us how the Komodo works and the pluses about it. And it's an amazing camera. So I think we're gonna rock with that. That Gemini is tough, the red Gemini. Low light. The last two projects, Second Chance and The Father's Pride, was a Scarlet and a Gemini. So, and it's a progress because you gotta learn as you shoot, So, but when you get them cameras, you gotta have a strong laptop, computer, whatever you're using to edit. Because those files are gigantic. Like we have 2 terabyte hard drives. So
how big you say?
20 terabyte. We got 2 of those.
20 terabyte. Okay, yeah.
Those and it's still filled up, after a while because the files are so big. You have to be prepared for the post work. And sometimes it's an extra step because you got to have a ProRes when you bring it into Final Cut to break down the file size. So ProRes really is you breaking down the file size and then ready to export it. It brings it back to the original file. But while you're editing, you're not editing the full 6K, 4K. You're editing the ProRes, which is like 1080p. And then when you're done, it puts it back in there for you. I don't know. I'm not going too deep for you on that one. But.
No, I'm right there with you because as you're saying ProRes, I'm like, I'm thinking about Final Cut Pro and all that kind of shit. But for those who don't know, we talking about video film editing software. You know what I'm saying? People that use Macs and Apple heads and all that kind of shit.
And to tell you the truth, everything, even when I'm talking now, everything I learned, I taught myself. But I'm saying that to say, everybody, what I'm saying, you can learn yourself. On YouTube has everything. Google has everything. I mean, everything you need. In books, I bought a book on how to direct actors from an actor's point of view. So instead of saying, I want you to stand here and be sad, you go to the actor and you kind of tell them if this was you in your situation, how would you be sad? How would it look for you? Because it's more natural for the actor. So there's different approaches to directing. So I'm saying to say all that to say you have to just do your homework. You have to do it, and never get comfortable. Like you can say, oh man, I got 5 movies in, 6 movies in, I'm good. Never good. There's always room to learn.
So that. Always hunger for more.
Always. I stay on YouTube. Stay on it.
All right. You ever use like drones and things like that?
Oh yeah. We got the 4K drone, the DJI drone, Phantom 4. And
Okay.
I love the drone shots. And sometimes I use the drone as a regular walking camera, not holding it, but flying it. And then out of nowhere, I just fly up into the sky. We did that in Jersey series. I want to say episode 2 or 3, where there's a car accident. He gets out the car, so the drone is real low. It looks like a regular handheld camera, but then as he's walking towards the drones go all the way to the sky. So it's it gives a different effect.
I like those shots, man. I like that shot. Those shots like that, man. Drone aerial shots, man.
Right.
Another question, man. How do you get? Who do you talk to get like permits? Like, say you want to film a scene on the street, you can't just go there and just set your cameras up and put the actors out there. Like, how do you?
I mean, you can, but that's called guerrilla shooting. But it was like if you got like a whole lot of equipment and a whole bunch of stuff, fortunate for us, our landlord, Kenneth Gifford, he's he allows the permits in the city of North, and he's also the film commissioner in North. Okay. And so our studio in Ironbound is an easy phone call. Yo, Kenny, we got to shoot this, try to get a permit as soon as possible. And sometimes, one time we had to do a makeup shot, and on like the last, the big dramatic scene in the street was like a little shootout with a cop. I ain't gonna say the main character's name. We had to go back and shoot that twice. The third time, we just kind of did it. And I don't know where Kenny pulled up, like, y'all got a permit? I ain't say nothing, kind of pulled off a little bit. But, it was something small and short. But pretty much, man, permits, you got to go to the city hall building and kind of request one. And different prices for different places. For like,
so it is a fee. It does cost.
Oh, heck yeah. So like Newark, maybe $250. But Montclair, they'll tell you 2 hours for $500. Because as they get more popular, they try to make a little bit of money.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, man.
So you got 2 hours to make it happen.
If you pay for 2 hours, they want you to pay for more. To pay for more, you get more hours.
Okay.
But a lot of times now the cameras and the size of the cameras, some people might not notice that you're shooting. But if you got guns out and all that crazy stuff, you can get locked up for having a prop gun. I'm telling you that now.
I bet you can, especially some brown folks.
Yes. Article, yep. And I think I want to say Carteret, they were shooting a series or whatever they were shooting. These guys were in the street with the guns. Cops came, locked their ass up. Wow. So, and it's real or not, and those guns do look real, and so you gotta be careful. And also a little funny story. We were shooting on the Fetty Wap movie. It's called The Drop.
Okay.
And one scene, we got prop guns. I laid them on the table. Boom. I tell everybody, don't touch the guns until it's time. They want to play with the guns. They end up dropping and breaking them. So don't touch the guns, right? Turn around, talk to somebody, turn back around. I'm about to say action. I look down, and it's a chrome, it's a 357 with like a white handle. So I said, I know that's not mine. So we looked. I said, whose gun is that? Oh, nah, man, that's just, a real gun. You just want to make it look real. And if you don't get that gun up out of here, and guess what happened? We took that gun up out of there, switched it up. So in the scene, as soon as we said action, they're supposed to pistol whip somebody. I took the gun like this. I go and flying back, hit the TV and the wall. So imagine that was a real gun. It might have popped off,
Yeah. I thought that's what you were going to say.
Yeah, so you got to be very, 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 very careful, if you're a director or a production company using props, because people love to walk around. One time we were shooting a music video, the kid had the shotgun in the middle of the street. My man Rob was like, yo, Hall, look at this. In the middle of the street with the shotgun, like going like this. I'm like, my man, we in the middle of the street in Patterson,
Right.
Knowing they're going to come around and shoot you, So. Yeah, so I don't let the guns come out until it's time for the scene, pack them up, and count them.
Yeah, I bet because some of them might even grow legs.
Yeah. And you know, we got this one gun that looks Mano loves it. It's a 357 with the wood handle. And we shooting a music video and the artist is like, oh man, I want this gun. He said, what kind of gun is that? I said, that's a 357. He's like, oh, that's my street name. Oh, wow. So he calls out 357. Never seen a 357 ever before in his life.
Wow. Knucklehead.
They say SoundCloud rappers, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, these kids today, man. So as far as hip hop, man, we could just change gears, man. Who's your top 5, man?
Ooh, man. Oh, all right. So I'm gonna go with Jay-Z. You know, before Jay-Z, I gotta say Rakim. And the reason I say Jay-Z because longevity. Like it's hard for rappers for the last, decades. And he got hits after hits. So Jay-Z, Nas and Jay-Z could be interchangeable. I'm not too sure who would, because I like Nas. Nas is good. There's so many rappers. Before them two was Biggie.
Right.
Rakim, Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, and that fifth one, man, I'm not gonna say Eminem. He's dope and he's a lyricist. Man, I don't know. The fifth one I would say, people might bug out. I'm gonna say Busta Rhymes for me.
Okay.
Because he could get super, lyrical, but at the same time, he's longevity, man. He, to this day, right now, he's still dropping songs. His album was like,
that last Extinction Level event too was fire, man. And
like
he's still promoting it. He's still dropping singles and videos and
in his upper 40s, still doing it.
Yeah.
And he did song. You could do a song with Chris Brown, but at the same time, do a song with Big Pun and do a song with
Vibes Cartel,
Gangstar, and Vibes Cartel, and Nicki. So yeah, man. But those are my 5, man.
You know what? I think sometimes you got to have a top 5 for the different eras. You got to have your 90s top 5.
Yeah.
You got to have your current today 2021 top 5. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you got different eras, man, and you got dudes that stood out at the time. Like, you can get it like the top of the 80s. You got to give it to Rakim and KRS and Big Daddy Kane, Coogee Rap, and you know what I'm saying.
So as I say, top 5 is hard, man, because KRS-One told stories and
Slick Rick.
Yeah, Slick Rick. Like, I mean, I think you're right, man. It's like NBA. You can't. It's hard to compare Jordan to LeBron because the eras are so different.
Yeah,
rules are so different.
Right.
A lot of things you could do in the '90s you can't do now.
Exactly.
So it's different kind of players then. Like they had the Pistons, the bad boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bill and Bill put that elbow right to your head with the blood gushing out. Like you can't do that now.
Nah, you can't.
I think with music, it's the same thing, man. And a lot of people say like Kendrick Lamar will be a normal rapper in the '90s.
Yeah.
I mean, because like Big L, because you got Big L, like Kendrick Lamar is dope, lyrical, or J. Cole, but
and his styles and his techniques, you know what I mean? He got that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he do got that. He do go crazy.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of those in the '90s. We just used to that, So, I mean, that's a hard one, man. Because there's so many different categories, man.
Yeah.
And then
you know what? You didn't name no Wu-Tang though in your top 5 though. I thought Wu-Tang
as a group.
Oh, okay.
But now they can't, Nas. It's just. I would do that as my number one group, as a group,
All right.
But
what you think about that series, man? The Hulu series.
It was good. I think I wanted a better finale last episode. Maybe expecting more. It kind of ended like I thought it was gonna be like an 11 episode or something because I was waiting for like that's it.
Right. Yeah.
But I think, but see, I look at it a different way because I know they're trying to get a second season. So I think they kind of stretched out the storytelling to make the force a season 2. because they told everything within the first season, and that'll be it. They're like, there's no need for it. So I think
true.
they try to stretch it out. But I love the storytelling in there. The cinematography was dope, man. My favorite episode, I forget the number, but when it started off as a video game.
Oh yeah, like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. That was fire,
When my man got killed by the Italian.
Yeah. That like video games, like you can't start over. It's like a video game, you know.
Right.
The show what could have happened.
Right.
And then
it showed real life.
Yeah, that was so dope. I like it when the big dude came home, man.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what part he was playing, but yeah, he was exciting to watch. You know what I mean? Because he was smacking everybody up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. Method Man character, my man, he killed that.
Davies
killed Method Man. Jizzle was dope. ODB, that was.
I think he's a pretty good ODB. I would have preferred maybe his son.
Of course.
But, I think the actor that they chose.
After a while, it grew on me. Raekwon kind of grew on me. That guy's cool. He's a cool actor. It kind of grew on me. But, you know, sometimes you got to take it for what it is, like the O.J. Simpson series where Cuban Gooding Jr. was O.J. At first, I was like, I don't know. But after a while, it grows on you, you know. So,
but Ghost, though, the guy that plays Ghost, man, he's dope.
Yo, the brothers is funny as heck, too. The brothers, they were funny as hell, man.
The brothers?
Ghostface.
Oh yeah, his brothers. Yeah, man. They are funny. They watch karate videos all day, man. Yeah.
And they definitely talked a lot of junk too, man.
Yeah, they funny in there. Yeah, it's pretty dope. I want to see the season 2, man.
Yeah. I hope they do that more for more different rap groups. That would be dope, you know.
Yeah, we need that, man. We need more of that, man.
I want to see it like a Naughty by Nature.
That would be dope. That would be dope.
You know, Straight Outta Compton was fire.
Oh yeah, of course, man.
Fire.
That was a good one, man.
Fire, man.
Well, hey, man, we got brothers like you out there, man. You know what I mean? You got to make that happen, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna holler at Tresh real quick, you know.
Yeah. Oh, for Jersey, man, you got to do that for Jersey one time, man. Do a Red Man story, man. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be crazy.
A Flavor Unit documentary or something like that. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Do It All. We did a lot of work with Do It All.
Okay, word. That's what's up. I'm gonna get him on the show, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Tretch. We did some work with Tretch in a couple of movies too.
Okay.
When they say he's a real dude, we had first premiere right for Living with No Regrets, and it was one mistake in there, and so it was packed. AMC Theater in Jersey Gardens, whole 400 or 500 people there, packed, right? Tretch in there deep. And everybody, I'm hyped, man. You know what I'm saying? This is like the first big, second big movie premiere for me, right?
Okay.
Nice. It was one mistake. It was crazy. I'm not even gonna say what the mistake was because I hate, but it was a mistake. We fixed it afterwards. But anyway, so after the movie, Tresh came to me right to my face. He's like, yo, man, the fuck was that? He was like, yo, man, you gotta fix that. I said, all right, no problem, man. But once we made some changes to it, and he saw it again, he definitely showed me a lot of love, man. And
he had to go back to the drawing board with the editing or something. Yeah.
But he definitely come on set like a lot of actors that we work with, like Tretch, he'll know his lines. He'll ad lib a lot, so you gotta be like, look, give me what's in the script.
Stick to the script.
Yep, after you do those takes, you can add your thing to it, and then Onyx, Fredro's. Onyx, both of them, 60 Figures and Fredro. They read the whole entire script. They knew the script from front and back. They were dope to work.
Those guys are like, they've all been in movies though. You know what I mean? They've been acting for years. You know what I'm saying?
Some actors kind of disappoint you because they kind of try to wing it, and they're not that good at winging it. Or you could tell,
Yeah, Sticky Fingers is Blade, man. Fredro was on Moesha, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tretch was,
Yeah, Pinky from Friday.
Tretch was in Juice.
Right. Yeah, Clifton Powell, he was dope to work with, too.
Okay.
A lot of people, man. And
I met him before.
Jamal Gravy funny, too, man. He very serious. So, like, the one scene, he's supposed to get choked out in the car, right? So he's in the car. We about to shoot. I'm like, all right, man, we about to, make this happen. And he's gonna choke you out. He said, nah, bro, I ain't going out like that. So I'm like, All right. So what you? I mean, well, in the script, nah, man. I'm a gangster from Brooklyn, man. Going out like that.
Yo, nobody wants to get choked out in the
Nah.
movie, and nobody wants to get shot and killed in the movie, man, or robbed.
So look, I said, look, man, you're gonna get shot in the head. All right. Crazy, man. Well, you know, it's a situation like that. You know, AZ was cool too, but some people let you know, man. They're like, he came late one time, and then he was rushing us, and then he kind of messed up his line. So I said, cut. He's like, nah, man, I would have caught that. Could have kept it going. You know what I'm saying? So as a director, you gotta kind of, you know, show your authority, but at the same time, you gotta live just a little bit and fill them out, because at the end of the day, they're the paid talent, and you want the best out of them. You know, so maybe afterwards you can have a conversation, but in that time, in the heat of the moment, you gotta kind of let things go.
Right.
You know, but you get some, man, that they try to tell you what to do. That I'm not a fan of that. So I can't let that happen. You know, I move the camera over here, dudes over here. You know, they want to be directors too.
They want to be a director.
Yeah.
I bet, man.
So yeah, man. But
I guess you got to keep a level head, man. You know what? You know, directors have to be patient. You know what I mean? You got to have patience, and
definitely, man.
You got to be you know how to work with different people's attitudes,
personalities, man.
Personalities, and
yes. And sometimes you just gotta be mean, like, look, we're not doing this way. We're gonna do it this way. This is the way it is. Because a lot of times, and I think it happens a lot with Black production companies, is they feel like they could just jump in and just get their 2 cents and tell you what to do, you know, and you got to kind of put them in their place. Like, no, we're going to do it this way. Even like just if everybody could do their lane, we can make it successful. You know, like the cameraman sometimes will turn director. One time I had a PA on my neck watching the screen, and a PA is a production assistant. Okay. So everybody's doing is helping here, helping there. He's like, yeah, I like that shot. I like this. I like that. So I turned around like, man, you better like them bags over there, something else. Right. And like, even for me, like, just say you were shooting something and I'm working with you and I'm not directing, I stay in my lane, you know. And if I see something, I ain't gonna shout out to you right there in the moment. I might put you to the side, like, what do you think about this? And maybe this might work. You like it? Yes or no? Keep it moving, you know. But ego is the biggest thing in this industry, man. I'm talking about like the ego get in the way, and it can actually stop you from being successful. It's your ego, you know.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact, bro. Word, man. So listen, you know, tonight, man, I really just, you know, want to thank you for coming on, man. You know what I mean? I want to give you your flowers, man, because after hearing your story, man, you involved in so much, man. You know what I mean? And once again, bro, they should have never gave me this. But yo, man, before we let you go, man, if I could just get you to do a little drop real quick, you know what I mean, for the show, you know what I mean?
All right, cool. All right. What do you want me to say? I know it's the podcast.
You know, just say, hey, you know, this is directed, you know, you say your name is, you know, you checking out the Oddkast podcast with Gary Gnu, you know what I mean?
All right. Okay. I won't mispronounce your last name.
Oh, Gnu.
Gnu. All right. What's going on? This is director Jamal Hall, and you're checking out the Oddkast. Do it again. Cut.
It's all good. We're going to work it in the editing, you know what I mean? Make it look like it ain't even happened, you know what I mean?
Right on the spot. What's going on? This is director Jamal Hall. You're checking out the Oddkast podcast with Gary. I forgot the last name.
Gary Gnu.
Gnu. There we go. Gnu. All right. What's going on? This is director Jamal Hall. You're checking out the Oddkast podcast with Gary Gnu.
All right, good looking out, man. So, bro, how can the people reach you, man? You know, give everybody your social medias and all of that. You know what I mean?
No doubt. First things first, follow Hall Mills Network at Hall Mills Network on that's .com is the website. Also Instagram, Facebook, Hall Mills Network. Director J Hall, Instagram. Director Jamal Hall on Facebook, and at lit_the movie for the Instagram.
All right, everybody, don't forget to check out the movie Lit. Where can they watch the movie? You said it's on Amazon Prime and
Amazon and Tubi TV.
Okay. Also, you got the movie
Second Chance.
Yeah, well, you tell them, man.
Yeah. We got Second Chance, Alonzo Haran, follow HR Royal Films. Second Chance, Father's Pride. Check it out.
All right. Well, yo, man.
We're coming.
No doubt, man. But listen, man, like I said, anything that you have coming up, movies, films, videos, you know, whatever you want to promote, man. I want you to know that you got a home here on the Oddkast podcast. You know what I mean? Come through, put your feet up just like you did tonight, man. And we chop it up, man. You know what I mean? It
was a great show, man. You did a great job, man. Shout out to Shaolin, you know.
Oh, definitely, man. Shout out to my man Ty Lynn.
Yes,
sir. You know what I mean?
Nah, he did a great job, man. It's a dope show.
Moderating, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, he moderating over there with
behind the
chat room,
scenes.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know.
Like, yo, Hall, man, what's good, Hall? What's going on? Jamal. That's my man Thailand, man. Good people.
No doubt, man. So, yo, thanks everybody for watching, man. And you know what I mean? And check us out next week, man. Oddkast Podcast. We signing off, y'all. Peace. Mm.